Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's live market profile and order flow trade analysis by Tradeducation. So, first of all, sorry, I was been caught up. I think my last video was on 12th of August, the last expiry video, and now I'm back. So I was out, and finally I was able to find some time. So I'll again continue to share some of the weekly analysis on weekly basis. So let's now focus on today's expiry. Before I share today's analysis, just a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activity. Okay, so let's quickly look at the current auction, what's happening at the moment. So some of the references which I've marked is so there was an immediate reference was prep sellers at low around 757. We had an all-time high, and what I'm looking at is whether today the yesterday's high is getting tagged or not. If this is not getting tagged, then this will become ORR or a high with a single print and some rejection seen. Right now we are having poor highs, and we are seeing continuation to the higher side, which is a good sign. So today I had taken two trades. One is I shorted Nifty, so I shorted I think 17,100 CEs and PEs. So the PEs is where the stop loss got hit. I made, I would say, very small profit in the calls, and as it is right now, if you see, it is just one time framing higher. So I exited the trades, the profitable trades. Yeah. So currently, I'm not having any trades which is there active in the moment. So I'll just share. I'll just share that. Just share my trading terminal. Okay. So this is the current MTM 277. It was about 500, but I was not actually paying attention to this. I was just looking at the price action and out of 500 units, but that's fine. Anyway, so it's overall very small profit. So let me now switch back. So right now we are seeing still continuation to the higher side, still continuation to the higher side. And from the price action perspective, so this is where some sort of rejection. So if you see this candle is where again sharp drop was seen. This is the all-time high. Okay, let me switch back to the Nifty's market profile chart. Okay, so we had a poor high, it got repaired. So there was this dynamic reference of unfinished auction at high. It got repaired. We are seeing continuation to the higher side. So I'm waiting for an exhaustion pattern. So one of the exhaustion pattern can be at this single print zone, or it can be around the 17,200 levels. So I'm expecting some exhaustion here and then planning to take a short trade with the target of this halfback. So this is the intrabar halfback. So this is the target which I'm looking at. If this does not happen, I'm also monitoring at the POC, and this is also the HBN. So if it comes back up, then I'll be exiting at this level. Okay. So this is the current trade plan which I have. So I think 17,200 is here, or something about here. So that's the current trade plan. Currently there is unfinished auction at today's low. So from the anomalies perspective and the data points which I have is currently the auction is one time framing higher. So let it one time frame higher. I'll observe what happens at 17,200. Or if it continues higher, I'll observe at this single print zone. Okay. After that, if I am able to spot an exhaustion, that's where, that's my trade which I'll be looking at. If that trade comes, I'll take it. If not, I'll say Tata bye bye. I'll not focus at all. If it comes, then my first target will be the halfback here. Second target will be today's low. Okay. Third target will be, the previous. So today's low is also, it's sort of very near to the value area, or the value area high of 31st of August. So good, wait for the good trade setup to form. Currently, auction is one time framing since last 1, 2, 3, and this is the current fourth 30-minute period. So let it continue to one time frame higher. And yeah, so that's the overall observation I have from Nifty. I'll also take you to the order flow chart. And right now from the order flow chart, if you see, this is the current high, and we have unfinished auctions at high. So I'm waiting whether we see continuation to the higher side or whether we are seeing sideways movement. Okay, I'm expecting a continuation to the higher side, but let's see, because it's one time framing up. One time framing up. So this is a 5-minute chart, so not consider this. OTFing or one time framing is I look at from the market profile perspective. Okay, now let me just switch back to the presentation. Lastly, is if you want to get trained, there's a recorded training available. So do check the YouTube description link below. And this is where you can. These are the channels where you can connect with me. You can also connect with me on Telegram. Okay. So let me just switch back to the order flow chart, and I'm just right now. You see, there is no continuation, but some sort of choppiness action is going on. So let it be. I'll just keep it here. Yeah. So if you look at the price, how the auction is developing, I'm expecting it to tag the current high and then see whether we are able to spot any exhaustion or not. So 2 data points I have on the short side. One is the intrabar half back, and second is the unfinished auction at today's low. And there are also 120 trapped sellers. Okay, so this is today's low. This unfinished auction at high was taken out. Right now we are still at this unfinished auction at high. So I'm just waiting whether it gets tagged or not. Let me just switch back to the market profile chart. And you see, we are having still one time framing higher. We had this half back reference. I'll just take it out. So if you study yesterday's, so this is one level, this is another half back level, it got tagged. And we have this massive drop which came in the C period. So let's see whether we see continuation, whether this massive drop is getting absorbed or not. This is also a low volume area node. That's why I'm expecting a sort of a rejection and exhaustion here. So currently the auction is trading outside previous value. That's a good sign. It should not come within today's value or previous value. If it comes, then odds are higher that a lot of choppiness action will be seen. Okay. So with that, ending the session for today, and let's catch up again next week and see how the session and how the auction develops. Take care, happy and safe trading, and bye for now.